Here's your host, Giuseppe Grammatico, the franchise guide.
Well, on the technology side in particular, early last year, early 24, we just kind of sat around in one of our leadership meetings and the concept was like, do we really believe that AI is going to be the future? Is there an opportunity to get the brand ahead of the curve to start adopting and bringing on these pieces before the rest of the world? And can that get us in a position where we have like a defense as the world shifts and businesses go up and down? Anytime you can kind of create a moat around you, like that's an opportunity that has to be evaluated. So we dove in, but in particular, we decided to build out our own AI system. So instead of renting, a lot of people are using AI right now, renting other people's business or renting their models or their information. That means their programs are getting smarter, not yours. So if we partner with a company, we had our own AI built out of our own data. We're almost complete with a full tech stack that sits on top of that, so that AI is actually learning from virtually every twitch of the business. And that becomes the base on how the franchisees operate their business. It also becomes the base on how the clients interact with us from a marketing standpoint or in the house doing consults. And by continually growing our data set, I firmly believe it's going to put us in a position where we can react and improve upon data, and our really kind of comes down to marketing and efficiency in a way that even once everyone decides that this is the right path, we'll already have a head start. And so even when they start moving as fast as we do, they won't be able to catch up because we're then running at the same speed. Right. We've just been doing it longer.
I like that. The AI conversations have definitely hit home with people. We've noticed a lot more views on those conversations or those kind of segments or snippets. And to your point, owning it, I think people don't realize there's nothing free in this world. And when you're using free AI, I've tested some platforms as well, friends of friends. I'm basically almost like the guinea pig in a way. I'm putting my information in, they're gathering it. So although I'm not paying, I'm technically paying with my time and not building something for myself. So I do have somewhat of a free service, but I'm not building anything. And I think is AI taking over? I don't think it's taking over. I think we all have to step up and use it somewhat in our businesses. I know we've cut our marketing spend down by using AI with a couple agencies that we've used. I think it's a must to use, but I don't think AI is going to replace everything. So I like that. Can you talk a little bit? I mean, I know you said it's being launched. Can you talk specifically on any aspects of it, or is that?
Yeah, in the long run, a lot of it is the stuff that humans do. We're just doing it with either automation or with more sensitivity and data. Is really kind of where AI gets its superpower, is when it's finally got enough data that it can create what's called predictive analytics. Mm-hmm. Most of the data in today's world is looking backwards. It's what happened, how that happened, and now how do I analyze and guess on how to make it better? AI gets really valuable when it almost gets to a level where it can almost predict at a high degree of certainty what's going to happen. So a couple pieces that'll be actionable for the franchise owners. Our call center will be ran by AI voice agents. We will have people in the background. So if the AI gets stumped or it doesn't know the answer, I've got people sitting there ready to pick up the phone live. But it's going to allow us to answer the phone 24/7, 365, snow days. We're still answering the phones.
Still answer the phone, right?
Right. Right now, I've got 7 people who work in a call center. They're taking phone calls. I mean, this is like in my office, 30 feet behind me. But what happens when there's 8 phone calls? Somebody's got to wait. And this thing, it's programmed to take up to 250 calls at once. It can do some
amazing.
Yeah, to be able to do smart scheduling. So like we're very route-based or geographically based. Drive time is a waste for us. And so being able to present options to customers in like basically a very smart routing suggestion. Like we only give customers options that are geographically appropriate for us with the right people with the right skill sets. My favorite example, and I've already seen this in action, is we use iPads. We're not using, I can't build AI and still use a notepad.
Right.
We're on iPads, and as the customer as we're having a conversation about how they want the room dark at 7:30 on a summer night because the kids got to go to bed, but they don't want strings and they want to be able to push a button to make it go up and down. The AI system is listening to these descriptions and beginning to populate the products and the manufacturers and the follow-up questions that match that active conversation. So in real time, the AI is presenting the products and the real value. The homeowner is going to think it's cool, but for a new franchise owner or a new employee who hasn't yet learned all the variables and hasn't really mastered the trade yet, we can give them the ability to feel and look like an expert because they don't have to have all that knowledge in their mind. We're going to present it to them so that they can just work with the information that's already in front of them.
That's impressive. This is it, guys. This is what the future is looking like. And the AI doesn't need, as you mentioned, snow days, not feeling well, lost power. My AI, I'm also setting up something on my end. If we lose power, it doesn't matter. It's not running from my home. It's run off servers and it's being hosted elsewhere. And I don't know about you. I openly tell people I utilize AI. Our services are free. We're able to assist you, but one way to cut back on expenses, I utilize AI on the intro end and then kind of handle it from there, essentially to set up appointments. And I'm very open and honest and just say, you'll have an AI agent. They'll be contacting you to set up that appointment. And then we're going to talk from there. I think the more people realize what it is, because I saw my parents last night, I mentioned AI and I don't know, we're talking about Terminator and the robots taking over. I don't think they really understood exactly what it was. So it was a pretty funny conversation, but I think we just have to accept it, right? Accept it, embrace it. And this is the future.
Thanks for tuning in. If you want to learn how to make the transition from corporate to owning your franchise, join Giuseppe on the next episode. You can also follow on all social media platforms and achieve financial and time freedom today.